The tower construction completed in 1874, 6 years before the first lighthouse fell to the sea. The first Fresnel lens was installed in 1874 and was 12 feet tall, 6 feet across, and is composed of 370 hand-cut prisms arranged in a beehive formation. In 1955, the lighthouse lamp was fully automated, and the United States Coast Guard replaced lighthouse keepers with a position called lamplighter. The local lamplighter had all the duties of a lightkeeper, but did not live on site. As a result, the keeper's house was rented for a time. A local man who crafted leather goods rented the property during the 1960s. He tells the story of waking up one night with a small girl standing by his bed. As he blinked his eyes to look at her, she disappeared. In 1970, after standing empty for many years, the keeper's house burned under mysterious circumstances, gutting the house, leaving only the cocaína basement and a few charred timbers. St. Johns County purchased the shell of the building with the intention of demolishing it for safety reasons. However, 16 women in the All-Volunteer Junior Service League of St. Augustine stepped in, raised $1.2 million over the next 15 years to restore and renovate the keeper's house, lighthouse tower, and the original Fresnel lens, a feat never before accomplished.
One thing I'll show you guys really quick that I think is like a true use for these Fresnel lenses that most other people don't get to see during the day, mostly only at night. Haha!
Awesome.
All disco ball-like and everything, right?
That's great.
During the renovation, both the construction workers and the JSL volunteers reported numerous unexplained incidences in the home. The basement was a particularly active area for ghostly encounters, being the only part of the home that had not completely burned. Perhaps the children like to play here? Today, you can still feel a spooky presence there. The most popular is the true story of the tragedy that befell the children of Hezekiah Pitty, superintendent of the lighthouse construction from 1871 to 1874. On July 10, 1873, during the construction of the tower, Hezekiah Pitty's children were playing on a supply cart that ran on the tracks to where modern Salt Run is now. Just as children would do, the Pitty children turned the construction site into a playground, inviting the children of the workers into their fun. A railway cart moved the supplies from the supply ships docked at the Salt Run to the building site. Riding the cart down to the water was a favorite pastime of the Pitty children. The three Pitty sisters, Mary 15, Eliza 13, and Carrie 4, along with an unknown African-American girl who was 10, whose psychics believe the girl's name was Ellie or Eleanor, whose father may have worked on the site, were riding in the cart. The wooden board that stopped the cart from going into the water was not in place. The cart carrying the girls flipped into the water, trapping the girls underneath. 3 of the 4 girls had drowned. The only survivor was the youngest Pitty daughter, Carrie. Giggling has been heard in the tower. They think the Pitty girls like playing hide and seek there, as well as in the keeper's house. One night, a woman on the night tour was standing on the first step of the metal lighthouse staircase. When she took her first step to climb the tower, she found her shoelaces tied to the staircase. Was her companion playing a trick on her? They say it might be the ghost of the Pitty girls playing games. Reported in the St. Augustine Examiner on December 5, 1859, lighthouse keeper Joseph Andrew was painting the tower when the scaffolding failed and he fell about 60 feet to his death. He died in the line of duty, the article reported. As a museum, glimpses of shadowy figures in the tower have been reported, as well as furniture moving around by itself. Interest in the lighthouse as a haunted attraction came after the exposure on Sci-Fi's Ghost Hunter show back in 2005. Here's a photo from the footage where a ghost appears to be looking down over the staircase railing. One story involves James Pippin, who was the last keeper to live in the light station from 1953 to 1955. While living in the keeper's home, he reported hearing footsteps upstairs. He went to investigate, but no one was up there. Pippin initially lived in the keeper's house, as all the previous keepers had done, but he moved to the much smaller 1941 Coastal Lookout building, swearing that the big house was haunted and he would not stay another night in it. Behind me, the St. Augustine Lighthouse. Fortunately, I wanted to go in here. We got here a little late, and I wanted to go in early so I can film some of the place in the daylight. But it's just not enough time right now, and I gotta pay a fee to get in here, so. And I'll be there in the dark in this hot, humid weather. Alright, in the dark. St. Augustine Lighthouse, taking a path out there. This night tour, exploration, investigation I did with my cousin Kathy and my mom Orabella was on a hot summer August night in 2014. It was with a group, so there was a lot of audio and visual contamination. I did manage to veer away from the group at times, especially going back to the keeper's house later, and had moments of being alone. During my time in the lighthouse, there was a group that worked their way to the top and their voices echoed. I waited for them to climb down before going to the top of the tower so I could have a moment of alone time. Also, I made sure to have a clear path to the spiral staircase going up and down. Unfortunately, there were too many people around to focus on any credible audio captures. This is the base of the tower where the keeper's office is stationed. Alright, so the lower level here of the lighthouse. I'm standing right now. There's a lot of people here. So a lot of contamination sound and stuff. This is more just for fun. And it is so hot. It's summer. This is Florida, end of August. And it feels like it's 90 degrees and humidity is 150%. I don't know nobody's in this room here. Right hand at toting the oil. Something they would climb and carry. Carrying that up, all the way up these long stairway to the light at the top. Not easy, but that's what they would use. They would use oil to fuel the light. 100 gallons. Gallons of oil. So they had a nice reserve that would be filled up. Here's the other side of just where I was. Work of the keeper. And in here, another room. Of course, there's a stairway going up. Here are some of the lighthouse keeper's items and tools of the trade. Standing tall and shining bright. So tools that were used by light keepers. This is the clothing of a keeper right here, the uniform. You can see that or not. And a chair would have been used by a light keeper. It's like Henry is the one who's popular here, Henry Hank Mears. Lamplighter, 1968 to 1989. So, 1874 to 1999, they were celebrating 125 years. Probably can't even see that. Rules and stuff, and binoculars, keys, all types of stuff for the light keepers. So the visiting light keeper's log. This is like current stuff, so this is just for visitors that are coming in like now. So it's dark. Yeah, cat. I'm still downstairs. I haven't even gone up. So, as I walk these steps here, this is the beginning of what would be going up to the top of the light. So, there's a lot of people up there right now, but let's try and do it. And see what there is to see. St. Augustine Lighthouse. Come on up. As you can hear, there are a lot of people upstairs right now. And I'm just filming around a little bit here on the lower level of the lighthouse. Hey, I like that breath. Give me that breath. It's a long way up. Oh, look at that. Way up there. Can you see me? Way down here. Alright, I'm going to continue up. I'll just use this as a POV right here. And we'll continue on. Let's walk on up. Walking up long stairs. Real hot here. Some people are only coming down. I'll work my way out as they come down here. It is freaking hot. All right.
Have fun. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Have a safe trip down. It is a long way down, my friends. Long way down. If there are any spirits around while I'm standing right out here. Okay. I'm gonna try to continue on.
There's a guy up there.
Here it is, okay, that makes sense. There's some light, huh? Alright, we're outside. For a second anyway, very windy, so it's gonna mess up my microphone. This is the view. On top of the lighthouse. As you can see, there's the light. So it's kind of nice to do this in the dark. And you see that light in the distance going? I don't know if you can. There's a scope right out here, and that is coming from this lighthouse. It still works. Alright, so I'm just making my way around this thing here. Just doing a full circle. Just wanted to do that once. Alright.
Copy that, thank you.
Got flashlights. It's easier to see. Go that way around. Alright. We're making our way down.
Down we go. Long stairs down. Nobody peeking down. There's another one of those oil containers that you can carry up. So, look up again. Come on, somebody peek out. Some spirit. I am sweating like a pig. Say something, please. Show yourself on the stairs here. I've got very limited time to do this, so do your best. Perhaps I'll put the light on in this. There we go. See a little bit of that way. Come on, somebody peer down here. Henry, any of you light keepers, show yourself. I know you can do it for me. The footsteps.
Is that an apparition above, walking down the spiral staircase? No, just the lighthouse employee who had closed up the access to the top of the tower. If you didn't have a flashlight, you may think it was a ghost.
Footsteps. You alright, Orabella?
I'm all beaten up.
The keeper's house that sits next to the lighthouse was built in 1876 to provide living quarters for the families of those who kept watch and now serves as a St. Augustine Lighthouse Museum. The house shows how the family lived and worked here. The downstairs is where the families would have their living room, or parlor rooms, and dining rooms. The basement level was used originally for food and water storage. They claim that 2 chairs in the basement, one of which I sat on, if you sit on them, guys' hats can get knocked off and you can feel uncomfortable like someone's putting pressure on your chest. With women, they get the sensation of their shoulders being massaged, their hair being brushed, and touching of their legs. They claim it's done by the ghost of the longest serving keeper, Peter Rasmussen, who served from July 1st, 1901 to July 1st, 1924 when he retired. His wife Lula did pass away while living here. Major William Horn, a keeper who served in the Civil War on the Union side, he was the first lighthouse keeper to live in the building. He passed away in the keeper house of tuberculosis. His wife Kate Horn lived here with him, as well as his 5 daughters. There is the suspicion that Major William Horn may be one of the spirits that haunt the lighthouse.
So what's the deal with the chairs here? Any spirits want to come through? Wood bed in here. These chairs, for some reason, seem to have some kind of energy or spirit tied to them. So, if that's the case, I'm pulling one chair out here. Go ahead and try and do something. Here I am sitting on your chair. Oh yeah. Feels good, comfortable. Any spirit want to touch me, show themselves, make a noise, knock, speak to me? My name is James. Try your hardest. Maybe I can pick it up on one of these camera microphones. Don't be afraid. I welcome communication. Any little girls reside here, tragically drowned? Maybe you just like to hang out here, play with people's shoelaces. You can play with mine if you want. Feel free to do so. You like keepers, Henry? Maybe want to hang out here? I'm in here by myself at the moment, so take advantage. I'm not afraid. I enjoy speaking and communicating with spirit. That's what I do. Just go ahead and speak up or show yourself, please. There's a lot of people freaking themselves out here, so I'm gonna get up. I hope you came through. Thank you. Everybody up here, speak up. Alright. Go upstairs. Checkers. Nice fireplace. Looks like she's smiling. Nice and quiet. That's the way I like it. Nothing enough. Right, here we go. You can see me a little bit. Let me turn this off. Oh, there's some chimes going. Somebody making some sounds of chimes in here? I heard that. It's a nice cozy room. What do you like to do in this room? Hang out by the fireplace? I mean, I don't know if these teacups are within here, but it's a good place to hang out and drink some tea, especially on a cold night, which probably doesn't happen very often in Florida. Another nice fireplace. Try to speak up when you spirit around here. Do try to speak up. I know you're bombarded with people asking to do that, and it just gets kind of chaotic in here and loud. So you get a lot of visitors. That's kind of nice in a way. So if you do hang out here, you'll get to spend a lot of lonely time. Got a lot of action going on. I don't hear you right now. Sorry, my ears may not be able to pick it up, but later on I might be able to hear it in some of my equipment. Child's Health Primer. I think it's from Chicago. Pathfinder #1. Older book. Signed. Everett Quarry. Alvin. 1902. Either one of you around here? Everett? Alvin? Did you read this book? Living here in this place? You were definitely kids. You can tell by your handwriting and the type of book it is. Look it back in this spot here. So nice and cozy. Time. I like these little chairs. Any little kiddies play and sit on these chairs in this room or any place in here? I don't know if this was here when you were kids. And parents. Nice. Definitely comfy chairs here. Like the upholstery on them. Nice fireplace and clocks and stuff. Pictures. I don't know if this is somebody that actually resided here, this woman. You did? It just says remember me on the frame. It's not an old frame, so I like some of these locks of hair. That was very popular to do in one time, and frame it, make designs with it. Harper's New Monthly Magazine, February of 1888. Is that something somebody would have read here? So this is the Victorian room, I guess, the keepers of the lighthouse keepers' parlor. Nice furnishing in here. And then if you look over here, you can see a nice cabinet of pictures and whatnot. Okay. Let's move on. Lightkeepers House Restoration Benefactors. Been a lot of help given to restore this place over the years. It looks like everybody's left here. That's the best time to be in here. That's when I'm having my fun. I'm hearing some noises. I don't know if somebody's downstairs or not. Might be. Working my way upstairs. Coming down. It's cool down in here too, you know.
Yeah. I was doing the eye ovulus in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Get any results?
Little. You want a bottle of water?
After, I'll have some.
I'll get some.
How's there? Anybody up there anymore?
Nobody's up there. It's nice and cool up
I'm
there.
gonna walk up there now. Oh, nice and cool. Okay. Nice and quiet up here. The way I like it.
The upstairs is an open area now and used as a gallery. It used to be sectioned off for the head keeper's family and the assistant keeper's family.
Alright, so anybody up here? Those three little kids? Three girls? Unfortunately drowned, but seem to reside around here still. You can show yourselves, touch me. Want to scramble my shoelaces? Do your best and try to do so. I'm by myself in here right now. It'd be a good time to do that. Be a fun trick to play on me. That'd be a lot of fun. Try to do that if you can. If you want to giggle, speak with me, that would be great. My name is James. If you could tell me your name, anybody, any light keepers or families that resided here, please try and do so. Because now's a good time while I'm by myself. Anybody back here? Nice little construction of lighthouses, sailboats and stuff. I know a few families would stay in here, the assistant and the main lightkeeper's families. Salvatore, you around here? Mike Salvador. Henry, the lightkeeper. Felix, John. All right, well, if you come through, that's great. That was a nice chair right here. Everybody use this chair? That is a comfy looking chair. Obviously it was used. And that's why they put a ribbon there so nobody would sit on it. Here and bang. So, I got little pieces of memorabilia in here. So, kids, now's your chance. They make all these claims that you do all these things. I'm by myself, and I'm requesting you do that to me while I'm by myself. Can't you do that? I did feel like something just brushed on my elbow on my left side here. It's that cobweb feeling I get at times in places, and it just happened. Is that you? Is that one of the little girls playing around with me? That's fun. I like doing that. Can you move one of those chairs over here? Try to move one of those chairs. Try real hard. Make a knocking sound even. That'd be a lot of fun. We could play games. Okay, so look at the cobweb stuff on my lower part of my legs here that are exposed. I don't know if that's you. Oh, I heard that. Just right now, right over here. I heard that noise. Who did that? That was funny. Try that again. I dare to do it. I heard another sound somewhere else around here. As soft as it is. It's in the room with me. I wish I could spend more time with you alone. We'd have a lot of fun. But they're gonna make me leave now, so if you want me to come back, you gotta do something real big and fantastic so I'll come back here. That way I know you want me to come back. Can you try to do that? Okay, I hear some rustling back there. It's something, but you can try a little harder than that. Okay, another knock. The distance there, that's cool. But I'd like something much more drastic than that. Try to do your biggest trick yet. My shoelaces are not tied together. I'm putting my feet together here. I can catch it on camera or not, but I'm doing that right now. Come on. Try to put my shoelaces. I'm not looking. Try hard. Okay, I hear a female voice. It was in the distance, moaning, like a laughing or something. Is that you, little girl? Thought I heard you. Yeah, my shoelaces are still not tied up together. I'm gonna have to leave. All right. Oh, what was that? Right again, right behind my camera. Something just happened. I heard sounds over in that area before, and I know it has some original wall, they said back here, or something. Oh, there we go. Little knocks and nicks. Yay! Try some more. I'm about to leave. Try harder. Okay, you're hearing footsteps. All right, if that's the best you can do, that's the best you can do, because I gotta go. Would love to you do something fantastic, like move a chair or something. That would be really good. Put my shoelaces together, scream, make a sound, laugh as loud as you can. Say your names. Whoever's here, say your name. My name is James. You can say my name. Thank you very much. And there's me signing off. It's been fun, but I guess I gotta run.
It's time to go.
Hey, I know.
Why not?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
You can grab that.
I can get it.
And so we are getting ready to wrap up for the night at this historic lighthouse.
You locked up at the lighthouse?
Yes.
It is pretty much closed, yeah.
All right.
As you may have noticed, I showcased the footage where I veered off from the group and at times was lucky enough to be alone in areas to investigate without the contamination from the living. I had been to the lighthouse a few times before and always felt an unseen presence throughout the place.
God, it's like, if there could be such a thing as 200% humidity.
My legs are wiggly.
Yeah?
Me and my cousin Kathy had some supernatural experiences here years before the Ghost Hunters show had aired. Hope you enjoyed the episode and wishing you all the best until next.
One thing we really like to talk about and like to hear all the time is footsteps. And it's a really big ghost tour thing. Who was that?
That was me.
Okay.